morning, everyone. Got the nice eucalyptus tree behind me. Look at that. And it is nice California weather. The sun is out, springtime, and this is the time of change. We've had a wet winter, and I'm going full force with my insurance resolution proposals on how to fix our insurance crisis in California. And I know these two proposals, Wallace Act 1, Wallace Act 2, will fix the problem. I've had an amazing amount of I've had a wonderful amount of support from hundreds of realtors, lenders, insurance agents, and even government officials. So first and foremost, I love this state. Never going to leave this state. And if you have a problem with the state, then you have to try to figure out a way to fix the problem. So with this is my calling. I believe these two resolutions, these acts, will be a sweeping bipartisan effort and will fix our insurance problem short-term and long-term in California. So with that being said, maybe this creates a new job out of me. I mean, I like inspecting homes, but I think there's a bigger calling out there for me, that maybe what I've created with fixing these problems may just got me a new government position. So if so, I'd love to work remotely and then just, visit for meetings, required meetings pretty much. So let's get started. I'm doing a video because I think it's more personal to do a video versus just reading the proposals I wrote. So Wallace Act 1 mostly covers the short-term solution for California Fair Plan, which would be, could California Fair Plan honor roof certifications while in contract from the lender that would be provided by a licensed roofing contractor or a licensed general building contractor? Would California Fair Plan honor it while it's in contract instead of canceling after it closes? If so, excuse me, that would be a huge game changer in liability because the lender and the appraiser would be off the hook. And if they do honor roof certifications, then that will also not stop real estate. That would also, keep the flow going with regards to selling and buying homes. So that would be a big game changer. Second thing would be, could the lenders honor almost like a second on your home to pay for a new roof? This goes on. That's not just for real estate. This is homeowners in general. And that way, these people could stay in their homes and not worry about cancellation notices. So let's just say you get a cancellation notice from California Fair Plan for a new roof, or not a new roof, but for replacement of a roof. Could your lender approve a second on your home to pay for the new roof at 5% interest and have that loan go the length of the shingle warranty? And then obviously the work will have to be with permits and submitted to the state as well, that the work was performed by a licensed contractor and it was permitted with the building official, whether it's county or city, depending on jurisdiction. If so, that would be huge. Because also they're already adding equity to their home anyway. So those are the two main points for the Wallace Act 1. Wallace Act 2 would be pretty much the replacement of California Fair Plan in general, which will take longer because there's a lot of paperwork that would be decided and a lot of debates how this would work would be to make Wallace Act 2 work. So Wallace Act 2 is a long-term solution. Wallace Act 1 is a short-term solution. Wallace Act 2 would be pretty much trying to switch all mortgages to 40-year mortgages instead of 30 years. People are living longer, buying houses at a younger age. So if we were to do 40-year loans, and then the lender would institute their own insurance to replace the California Fair Plan. If so, I think the only way that would work is yearly reports would have to be submitted to the lender and to the state of California. So These reports have to get submitted to the lender, and I think also probably to our insurance commissioner or me. Maybe I just created myself a job. So, with that being said, the 40-year loan would basically include our own insurance replacement for the fair plan. And and the yearly inspection reports would be defensible space, sign off by CAL FIRE, and also roof inspection reports from a licensed general building contractor or a licensed roofing contractor. Since all roofs have two or more unrelated trades, a building contractor can inspect it and do reports. And then also those people that do the inspections cannot touch the work for 12 months. And I think too, this should be in general. It should be that homeowners should be encouraged to do yearly home inspections from a certified home inspector in general anyway, just to figure out what's wrong. I think that we need more transparency regardless. And if there's more transparency between the homeowner and the lender, then this will work. This resolution or Wallace Act 2 would not replace traditional insurance. It would be replacing California Fair Plan. So with that being said, I believe and I have talked to a couple of insurance brokers about my proposals, and they agree. I haven't got permission to say their names yet at all, but this would bring back all of our traditional insurance companies to California. They would just be your traditional insurance provider, while the lender would be the provider for the replacement for California Fair Plan. So, with that being said, let's just talk about the reality of the situation. California Fair Plan has $300 million roughly to cover the entire state. So that means if we have a fire that destroys 200 or 300 homes, that means the entire state of insurance will be bankrupt. That means, well, what is the equity value of your home if it's not insurable? What's the equity value of these homes right now that are on Fair Plan? These are serious questions that we have to answer. Because let's just say, for an example, let's just do an example right here. You get a cancellation notice letter from California Fair Plan, and now you got 3 or 4 months to come up with a new roof. Okay, well, if that cancellation hits you, how much equity value is now lost if you just lose that home and you can't make that commission, if you can't make that payment? Sorry. So the lender's stuck with that debt. The homeowner's homeless. But now that value of the home just, cut in half. So regardless, the lender's pretty much screwed in this situation. So this proposal will be protecting the lender. This would also create more jobs. We need roofers. So the state of California would have to implement a cap on monopolies so that we don't have to worry about roofers charging so much more than they should based on supply and demand. That would be a huge bill would have to be considered for that. That would be something that's kind of scary to figure out how much of a monopoly would happen. So that would be where the state of California, the legislator, would have to really enact on that. This can also provide work visas. I think that's very big for California, is that the provided work visas for people who want to work, who are not residents in the state of California. Also, I've seen a lot from my own experience where this has been happening to people that have retired and they don't have money for a new roof. So I believe, again, these two resolutions, and I know for a fact, are going to fix these problems. I know they will fix the problems we have in the state, and I believe that the proposals I've wrote would be sweeping of horses fighting. Sorry. They're not fighting. Well, you know how I love this state. I'm sorry. You wouldn't find this weather and find the freedoms that you have any other place. So, with that being said, I hope this video gets watched by everyone who sees these proposals, and maybe I can get myself a job. I mean, I do have a job. I own my own business, but I would love to be part of of a resolution team to fix the insurance problem in California. That would be, and I'm not asking for a lot of money, but I believe there's an appropriate pay I would get. If not, then I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But I think that this is my calling, and I've had a lot of people say that I'm meant for this, and this is the next step I want to take. So I thank you all for watching this video. It's all one take, and I kind of still trying to wake up a little bit and get ready to take my son to soccer. So I hope you guys watch this video and read the resolutions, Wallace Act 1 and 2, and let's go from there. And my contact information is on the summary, so if we need further discussion or Zoom meetings or in-person meetings, let me know. All right, well, thank you very much. Bye.